We will never, ever be apart.
Ain't you got no pride?
Who are you looking at?
Hey, lady. We're talking to you.
Got a match, lady?
No, please.
But you got a match in the bag, lady. Won't you give it to me?
No matches. Leave me alone.
Let's have a look.
Baby.
$19? She's got $19.
That's bad.
What was that?
The subway slasher struck again last night, killing 2 armed men who allegedly assaulted an elderly woman. The DA's office has issued a statement saying they're working with Transit Authority police on a number of leads.
I have a horrible suspicion these are for me.
Bingo, Radcliffe. And it's your own fault. First thing I learned in the Army, never volunteer. And this is an ugly one. Take a good look. 17 and 16. They look like they tried to go around with a tiger. Only this animal walks around on 2 feet and half this city thinks he's a hero. Hey, you look a little green. You sure you got the stomach for this?
Sure. What do you want me to do?
Our subway slasher knows how to take care of himself. So what do you got here? You got your karate schools, kung fu instructors, self-defense classes. Be the first deb on your block to collect the whole set. Now you know the profile we're looking for. Recent crime victim, maybe someone who's lost a family. Flag anything subway related. Oh, you have heard of the subways, right?
can come out, Isaac. I know you're there.
Can't fool you anymore.
I had a good teacher. Hi.
So, you come for the refresher course, or is this a social call?
Neither, I'm afraid. I need to ask you some questions.
Anything makes you sound that serious, gotta be pretty heavy. We talking baseball, money, or love, yeah?
We're talking the subway slasher.
So who am I talking to here? Friend or DA?
Me?
Wrong answer.
He's killing people, Isaac.
That's so. I notice you don't say innocent people.
Innocence or guilt is for the courts to decide. If you know something...
I don't know nothing. And if I did, I wouldn't tell no DA.
Whose side are you on?
You give me 10 minutes to shower and change, I'll show you. Here it is.
The protectors?
The nuts in the white hats who ride around on the subways looking for trouble, right? Right. Come on. Look around. And these people ain't crazed vigilantes in training camp. Just ordinary people trying to take care of each other. And you wanted to know whose side I was on? I'm on their side.
Is that responsible? A woman that age could get hurt trying to resist a mugger.
She didn't resist last time. She couldn't get her wedding ring off her finger. The mugger figured he'd make it easy for her by cutting off the finger. One of our people stopped him.
This is the man who put this whole place together. Captain Chandler, Jason Walker.
Jace, please.
I've seen you on TV.
None of it's true, I swear. Stubbs, how does someone as ugly as you happen to know so many beautiful women?
Kathy was one of my students.
And you mean you actually paid this man money?
She's with the DA now.
Oh. Are we in trouble again?
I don't know. Have you done anything?
Not as much as we'd like to.
If a transit cop rescued that lady, he'd get a commendation. This guy's minus a badge, so that makes him a psychopathic monster.
No. Ripping two teenagers to pieces makes him a psychopathic monster. A traffic cop would have arrested him.
Right. And seeing as how they were juveniles, they would have had to serve a little soft time, and they would have been back on the subway, kicking another old lady to death. Great system you got there, Miss DA.
It's not perfect.
Tell me about it. This is where they come, Kathy. The old people who have steel bars on their windows and still can't sleep at night. The woman who can't understand why the boy who killed her son walked free. The rape victims who scream when their husbands touch them. This is where they come when the plea bargaining is over. Believe me, they know the system isn't perfect.
I don't know a better one. Do you? Of course you can find failures to point at, but most of the time the system works. It's all we've got.
We have ourselves, our courage, our strength, our compassion. We have each other. And now we've got him, whoever the hell he is.
Gave me a lot to think about.
That was the whole point.
Isaac, if you even suspected that this vigilante was someone you knew, a friend, what would you do?
Talk to him. Ask him. Go to where the man lives. I'd look him dead in the eye. But first, I'd be real sure about one thing. I'd be real sure I wanted to know.
You came.
You have no idea how much I needed to see you.
Vincent? What's wrong?
You look sadder than my last date. Anything I can do?
I need to see the file on a Mrs. Beatrice Dalby.
That's the cleaning lady saved by the slasher, right?
Right.
I didn't know you were supposed to question her.
I'm not.
Then why?
Let's just say I have a very dirty apartment. Mrs. Dalby? I'm Catherine Chandler with the district attorney's office.
When are you people gonna leave me alone? I got work to do. I've already told the police everything I know.
This won't take long, I promise. You say you never got a good look at the slasher.
Don't call him that. That man saved me. And all you people want to do is hunt him down like some animal. Where were you people when those boys were kicking on me? I didn't see him. I told you people that. I told you and I told you. The lights were going on and off. What kind of a subway is that? We can't even keep the lights on.
Oh, surely when the lights came on, you saw something, if only for a second.
I was on the floor, hurting. I still have bruises where those boys kicked me. I didn't see no part of that man.
You're protecting him, aren't you? Mrs. Dalby, I'm not even supposed to be here. This is personal for me. I have a friend. I think. I don't know what to think. I'm afraid that he was involved. If you could tell me what you saw, anything. His face, his hands.
His face. His hands. He didn't have hands, just claws. And his face. I'll never forget that face. He wasn't a man. He wasn't a human man at all. He was like an angel. A terrible angel. Come to save me.
A terrible angel. Thank you.
You won't tell them, will you?
No.
I got to ride that same train tonight, Miss Chandler.
It's a good thing we found you, Catherine.
I thought I'd remember. I must have gotten turned around somehow. Everything seems so different. Strange.
The ways change, Catherine. For every safe road, there are 100 paths that lead only to darkness.
I had to come. I had to see you. I was afraid.
I know.
You didn't come. I called. I banged on the pipes. You never came.
I could feel your fear, Catherine. Even now, I frighten you.
You taught me to face my fears always, Vincent. Tell me.
What should I tell you? That I am not this shadow, this man monster that you hunt. Must you hear the words before you trust? Hear them then. It is not me. Catherine, I would never hurt you.
No, Vincent, no. Sorry, I didn't mean
to pull away. I know. I know your heart, Catherine. But sometimes the words that are not spoken are the truest words of all. However much they hurt.
What are you saying?
We both know what these hands can do, have done. Catherine, if your heart does not trust, then no words I speak could help. It's time for you to go home.
Vincent? Are you all right? I've heard the children talk of this place.
It was our secret place when I was a child. I used to come down here with my friends. We thought it was magic.
Magic?
All the tunnels. If you stand in just the right place, you can hear sounds, whispers from the world above. People on the subway, children playing in their homes, lovers walking in the park. Sounds of 1,000 different lives, if you know just where to stand. The magic places, we call them.
It's Catherine, isn't it?
I can hear her fears whispering to me no matter where I stand.
She cannot help being afraid, Vincent. Her world is built on fear. It's all they know. For the lives they're forced to lead, if they weren't afraid, they'd be insane.
And us?
We have something they only dream of. A safe place. A secret place. Beyond their madness and their fear.
Sometimes I would run down here when we played hide and seek. But before the game was over, Father, they always found me. Even here.
much as we'd like Tintin. Not as much as we'd like Tintin. Not as much as we'd like Tintin. Well, I hadn't expected to see you again so soon. You come to sign up?
I'd look really silly in one of those white hats.
I disagree. Besides, the guys in the white hats always win.
Do they?
Well, at least in fairy tales. You know, the city has its own myths. You know, we're all so rational, so sophisticated and cynical, but we still need our gods and demons, our heroes and villains. I knew a man used to work the
He's also got an alibi.
Well, then someone's covering for him.
Who, the cops? Jason Walker has been under 24-hour police surveillance since this investigation began.
I'm not wrong about this, Joe.
baby, that's a real nice
Stop bothering me.
Okay.
Leave me alone.
Come on, baby, don't be so mean to me. Oh, give me a kiss, sweetie. Come on.
Don't touch me. Let me go. No!
You hurt me.
Please, please let me go. Please.
You let her be. You keep out of this, Grandpa, if you know what's good for you. There's a police officer on this train.
Don't.
Yeah, I'm scared. Okay, baby, let's have some fun.
No! No,
Come
please
on.
don't leave me. Help me. Please don't leave me.
Don't be afraid. I'm going to get the police officer. I'm going to get him.
No, don't leave me. Please help me. Stop.
Give me a kiss.
All right, hold her right there.
Father! Lana saw him.
Go and find Vincent. I'll get Lana to show him where. Now, quickly, there's no time to lose.
As the city awaits the next attack of the subway slasher, many New Yorkers are hailing him as a hero, the savior of the subways. According to the young woman who was rescued by him last night, the mysterious beast-like creature with claws, wearing a black cloak, appeared out of nowhere, slashed her assailant to death, critically wounding a transit policeman, then escaped out the window of the moving train. In a joint news conference, Police Chief Reardon and District Attorney Moreno confirmed they are following several leads, but declined to comment further. And now more news from the Metro City.
I thought I might never see you again.
You have enough fear in your world. I could never bring you more.
Vincent, forgive me for doubting you.
Catherine, you were right to be afraid.
My heart knows how gentle you are.
Even the gentlest man has a demon locked inside of him.
Not you. Not a demon.
We've seen your vigilante. He has a secret door from your subways to the older tunnels. The secret tunnels.
Vincent, if you can show me, I'll go to the police. They'll stake it out.
Catherine, there are 1,000 miles of tunnels beneath this city, all of them connected. If the police find his door, they'll search through all of them.
Then we'll do it another way. From above, not below. I promise you, Vincent, I won't betray your world.
They hunt for this man as they might hunt for me if they dreamed of my existence. You have your laws and your courts to tell right from wrong, your police to protect you. We have only ourselves. By what right do I condemn him? Am I so very different?
Yes, Vincent. You are.
Bring me a map.
Why is it whenever you're paying for lunch, I wind up here?
If you found out about that building, we'll have lunch at Four Seasons.
That's all right. The pleasure of your company and a microwave cheeseburger is more than enough. Push-button food, push-button jobs. Soon as they come out with push-button men, I'm set, babe. Your place was built in 1887. I can tell you right now, if the city has plans on it, it ain't in nobody's computer.
Could you find out anything about its history?
It was a seedy rooming house for 50 years before the protectors turned it into Kung Fu Central. Originally, it was a cheap hotel for sailors. Seaman's Safe Haven. I found mentions in a couple of old newspaper indexes, just the name. Even still, the stories aren't on computer yet. Don't look at me, girlfriend. I don't go looking through those musty old files. You know dust makes my eyes water.
Edie, I love you.
Hey, who's gonna pay for my dessert?
Secret tunnels. DA's office on 64th.
Don't even think about it, Miss Chandler. I know you're good, but you don't want to go up against the two of us.
Just take it easy and nobody will get hurt. Jace just wants to talk.
You didn't have to go to all this trouble, really.
You don't scare easy, do you? Please, sit down. Don't make this difficult, Kathy. There's no need for melodrama. I'm not gonna hurt you. The Sailor murders. I'm innocent, I swear. My granddaddy was a sharecropper in Alabama when all this went down.
Did you know when you bought the building?
No, we had been doing renovations in the basement, and we stumbled on the tunnels. They'd been sealed up for almost a century. At the time, we had no idea why they were there. You know, it's like a regular maze down there, you know, side tunnels and dead ends. It's so old you can't imagine.
Can I?
The story, the demon protector, the angel from below. The city needed him. Frightened people need symbols to make them feel safe. So many people hurting, frightened more every day, day after day, year after year. I began to doubt, to question whether one man could make a difference. But no longer.
You call that making a difference? Killing a few muggers?
The deaths weren't important. The legend was. It's time for them to be afraid now.
What about the policeman? He's still in critical condition.
Legends never make mistakes. They never miss or stumble or strike out in panic. And they never hurt those who don't deserve to be hurt. The problem is, men do all those things.
It's too bad your legend doesn't really exist.
Oh, but he does. And you're gonna tell me all about him, aren't you?
How many times have I told you? I don't know what you're talking about.
Kathy, you're trying to protect him. Fine. I admire that, but it's pointless. Red saw you together. He watched you for more than 20 minutes.
Red needs a reality check.
Hey, I know what I saw.
Catherine, whoever he is, he has nothing to fear from me. And we're alike, he and I. We're mirror images, twins. We're the same.
I've had enough of this. Am I going to be allowed to leave?
If you insist. After you. Cozy, isn't it?
Not the word I'd choose.
Watch her.
So, how about those Mets? Talk to him. He'll listen to you. If he doesn't, he'll destroy himself and all the good he's done. He'll betray the trust of the people who believe in him. Good people like Isaac. This has gone too far. You've got to help me reason with him.
Tell me.
No. Chase, you promised no one would get hurt.
Jace would never have hurt you.
Don't be stupid. Kill him!
So you never found a body?
The children say that abyss goes down forever. Too deep and dangerous for us to plumb. He's dead, Catherine. And his shadow is lifted from your heart.
Killings will stop. But they'll never know. We will never, ever be apart. You must be very cold. Here. Ouch. Glad you didn't go into neurosurgery.
Not half as glad as his patients.
Speaking of patience.
Almost done here, so relax. All set.
2 and 3 in position. Waiting for you to go, number 1.
Remember, once it goes down, you're going to have to get to the fire door and let us in.
I know, Claude, I know. We've been over it a dozen times.
You nervous?
Not as bad as when I was in the 6th grade. I had the lead in the school play. Joan of Arc.
You know, it's one thing signing on for the joint investigation, but going undercover?
No one twisted my arm, Joe. I volunteered.
Well, if you ask me, putting yourself on the line like this is not worth $2,500 a month.
No one's asking you. Come on, we're past that. We both know why I'm doing this.
You just be careful in there. Let's go.
Is that all?
For the moment, yes.
I'm not meeting demand. Not even close.
Then raise your price.
I'm already up to 1,000 a gram wholesale. But next time, I want more.
You'll take what I bring. You'll pay me now.
He's coming. I should be inside in about a minute.
Yeah, right inside the lion's den.
Let's go.
Well?
Okay. He's ready to see you now.
Thank you, Jimmy.
I'm Cynthia Hatch. Eric sent me.
How is Eric?
He told me you might want to do some business.
Well, I'm a businessman. What kind of business do you have in mind?
Distribution. I have a solid client base. And they're getting curious about the new product. I want to keep them happy.
That's noble, Cindy. It's real noble. What kind of money are we talking about here?
25,000.
How do I know the money's in here?
How do I know you have the product?
Why the rush?
Police, freeze!
Where is he?
Not last night. You people all have a lot to be proud of. The suspect, one Tyler Buckman, is a major distributor. Both the commissioner and I feel that in conjunction with this new surveillance, he'll help send us all home on this one.
Well, on our end, Buckman took his lawyer's advice and accepted immunity. Miss Chandler conducted the first round of the interrogation this morning.
Well, anything interesting?
Beyond the fact that he's not too fond of me, Buckman was pretty cooperative. We now have this composite, which at least gives us some idea of what the supplier looked like.
General circulation?
I don't think so. We might scare this creep into permanent hiding.
I agree. And since my opinion is the only one that matters, I don't want this picture leaving this room. All right, what else you got?
Frankly, he wasn't able to tell us much. No names, no contacts, no numbers. Buckman was always reached by messenger on the night before. One thing did strike me, though. The supplier always insisted on being paid with gold coins.
Sounds like a major nut job.
Is there anything you'd care to add, Detective Marrero?
No, sir.
You know, Detective, if what we're trying to do here doesn't somehow hold your interest, please feel free to leave.
Excuse me. Hey, what just happened in there?
I really don't know, Chandler. But it seems to me everybody's too damn busy slapping each other on the back to admit that we screwed up.
Jimmy, what is eating you? Buckman gave us some very solid
Buckman,
information.
we could have busted at any time during the last 2 months. We were supposed to nail the supplier while he was there.
I know. That doesn't alter the fact that you just acted like a jerk in front of Captain Farrell.
I'm just real frustrated, Chandler. That's all.
Well, you're not the only one.
When you're right, you're right. You know, Chandler, you're okay. Her name is Carmen. She's my fiancée.
She's lovely.
She is, isn't she? She's the best collar I ever made. Hey, Dr. Zeke. Say hi to Chandler. Easy. She's with the DA.
Hi. It's the analysis that you asked for. It was as unadulterated a sample of the drug as we've seen. Definitely organic. Some sort of fungal hybrid or a psilocybin derivative.
I want to know why it glows in the dark.
It's bacterial. The kind that occurs in caves or ocean depths where there's no light.
Trust so few with our secret. All of them friends and helpers. Each of them knows the responsibility he bears.
I'm not accusing them or any of your people.
I know you're not.
But our lab has identified certain mineral properties of the plant that suggest it's being grown underground. And this supplier, he's like a shadow.
That grows over your city.
We've linked 49 deaths to this drug so far. And 3 times that many have been institutionalized.
You say you brought a sample of the plant.
Yes. Thank you.
Catherine, since that night when I found you in the park, I felt in you, time and again, a need to confront your fear. As you did last night.
Why are you telling me this?
I don't want what happened to you to cause you to take unnecessary risks.
Vincent, they needed my help.
You survived once.
And it's because I survived then that I'm doing this now. So that others are spared.
What else did Catherine tell you?
That this man, in exchange for the plant, will accept only gold. What is it, Father? Even if you only suspect, you must share what you know. This drug is powerful. It inspires violence. There's a moral imperative.
Yes, I am aware of the implications, Vincent.
Well, then why do you hesitate?
Because I hope I'm mistaken.
Who can this be, Father?
A man. No one you know. We banished him from this place before you were born. It was our first real test of government. His name was John Pater, but he called himself by another name, Paracelsus.
The alchemist?
Yes, John's model. Philosopher, scientist, magician. And John was all of those things. A large part of what we have created here we owe to him.
What happened?
What happened? I don't know. I think perhaps in trying to seek knowledge, he began to desire power.
And so, you exiled him?
He wouldn't go at first. Finally, he was forcibly taken beyond the perimeter.
And now? Do you know where he is now?
How does a hamburger and a beer grab you?
I don't think so.
Oh, come on. It's late.
No, I can't. I have to meet a friend in about an hour.
At 1 o'clock in the morning?
He's a night person.
Why is it I have a feeling you're not telling me the whole truth?
I don't know what you're talking about, Chandler.
I've never heard you say no to a hamburger. You're a lousy liar.
It's because I like you.
Well then, why didn't you tell me what's going on?
Okay. I got a new lead. One of my blabs told me he knows something about a deal. It's a long shot, but it's all I got.
When is this supposed to happen?
Tonight?
You're not going alone. God, Jimmy. Call for some backup.
No.
Jimmy.
It took me 2.5 months to get inside that club. Me. Not Farrell, not you, not anybody else. And when it came down to the bust, Farrell wouldn't listen to me. He had to do it his way. And he blew it. And I'm not gonna let that happen again.
How do you know you're not being set up?
You don't.
At least let me go with you.
No way, Chandler. You are not a cop. This is not your job. Look, I only told you this because I trust you. Do the same for me, okay? Hey, I'm not a rookie.
How did you find me?
We've always known where you were. We have looked in on you from time to time.
Your compassion will kill you one day, Jacob.
It wasn't compassion. It was self-interest. Making sure you didn't try to return.
Oh, there's no need to worry. I'm quite happy here.
I'm glad.
So they call you father now. I heard it through the pipes. Ingenious idea, communicating on those pipes.
Yes, it was ingenious of you, John.
Father. I imagine you like that. It gives you all the authority you need without making you sound like a despot. But underneath everything, you're no different from me.
I am different.
What was your little idea? A family of individuals living according to a higher standard. Oh, how uninspired, Jacob, how small-minded. We could have been gods, you and I. So why did you come?
You know why I came. Your activities threaten to draw attention to our tunnels.
Ah, the first commandment. But they'll never catch me. I'm much too clever for them.
John, people are dying. I can't let it continue.
Am I wrong, or is this place beyond your influence? Isn't that why I'm here? In exile.
I was only asking.
Asking? Asking? Tell me, what right do you have to ask me anything? What power do you bring here? Will you tear me from my home again? Will you inform the police and risk my exposing your precious world? No. If you want me to stop, there is only one solution. This time, you'll have to kill me. Father.
Hold it right there. I'm a police officer. Keep your hands where I can see them. Let me see the bag. Let me see the bag.
I'm sorry, I don't hear so good. I'm lost.
What's in the bag?
The bag? Oh, my crystals. The family crystals. They're very old. I sell them so I can eat.
Beauty and the Beast will be continued.
What happened, Joe?
We're not sure exactly.
Well, tell me.
There's not much to tell.
It looks like Jimmy was soloing a lead.
Where is he?
The transient found him, Kathy.
Don't tell me he's dead, Joe. A friend of mine was murdered.
The current of your feelings run deep. He must have meant a great deal to you.
I wish I'd had a chance to know him better. There was a lot of hope in him. Idealism. He was engaged to be married.
I'm sorry. The man who grows and supplies the drug. You were right. He lives below. Father knows of him.
Well, then you must turn him in.
If we surrender him to the police, he has promised to betray our secret.
Well, then he must be punished to the full extent of your laws. I'll help. I'll document what he's done.
The ultimate punishment has been imposed. He was exiled from our world years ago. He no longer lives within our authority.
Well, he's still your responsibility.
We are struggling for a solution.
I can't wait. By waiting, I put other lives in danger.
Catherine, you must live according to your conscience. Just as we must live according to the laws that have allowed us to survive.
Except there is this to consider. Paracelsus could never expose us without exposing himself. If he doesn't get caught, we're safe.
I'm no gambler, especially not with those stakes.
Terrible dilemma. But I don't know what more we can do.
Father, the moment he is caught above, we are all in peril.
Exactly why we have no choice. Paracelsus told you himself the only way we can stop him is to kill him.
Would you be his executioner?
We could do it by lottery.
Even to consider such an alternative undermines the very principle on which this society was built. But please, we are here to discuss viable options.
Yeah, well, discussing the problem isn't going to make it disappear.
It does seem as though the more we talk, the more elusive a solution becomes. We all agree that what is at stake here is the greater good of both worlds. Some course of action, anything, is better than to allow all that we are, all that we have built, to be held hostage to one man's evil.
So what do you propose?
I can stop Paracelsus from leaving the tunnels with his poison. That will give us time to decide on a more permanent solution.
I hung around late last night where Jimmy died, wondering what he was after. You said he had a lead, right? I was thinking maybe the supplier has something in that abandoned building or beneath it.
What do you think, he lives down there?
I don't know what to think. All I know is that Jimmy was after something. Hey, 100 transients live in the steam tunnels underneath the Waldorf, so it's possible.
It's crazy.
We've seen crazier, all of us. I think we should sweep the place.
I don't know, maybe it'd be worth sending some of our people down there.
It would be a waste of time to go that far. I mean, even if he was somewhere in that building last night, do we really believe he stuck around?
You have a better idea?
No, Miss Chandler's right. Anyway, we're stretched too thin, but I tell you what, Claude, if you want, you and Dean can keep an eye on the place. Item 3. According to surveillance,
that you, Vincent? Vincent, it's me. Vincent. It's me, Vincent. Father. He's holed up here, in a forgotten place way below us. An old section of catacombs.
According to our tests, the effect of the drug should only last 3 or 4 hours.
I can't let you go close to him. He's unpredictable. I thought perhaps if he heard your voice, the empathic connection you share might somehow get through to him. Any change?
We haven't heard anything for over an hour.
You don't know how far back he is. I thought maybe if you could call out to him or...
Vincent, I'm here now. He needs me. I have to go to him.
I can't let you do that. I thought he needed me too, but all I did was frighten him.
Well, I have to take that chance.
He'll strike at you. He's not the Vincent we know. He could kill you.
What did you think I'd do when you brought me here? Leave him alone like this? I have no choice. What is it, Vincent? What are you thinking?
How ashamed I am that you saw me as I was. How grateful I am that you were there. You saved my life, Catherine. I contacted Mary and Winslow. They're ready to convene. I'm sorry, Father. The time for that is past. Vincent, I do understand how you feel. Can't understand how I feel. We're all agreed. Harsh measures are required. But it is not your responsibility to
to decide what they may be.
It is mine. I have seen the demons Paracelsus has unleashed, felt them inside of me. How can I explain? You become disconnected, as if the dark side of your imagination eclipses all compassion, all dignity. I must go.
You're still weak.
And there are 50 people already dead.